It is NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight.
Ed, always a pleasure to be in the booth with you. It reminds me a lot of my backcourt teammates. Actually, they were faster, could jump higher, and could shoot better. But anyway, we got a big-time matchup tonight.
You know, Jay, if you take a couple of letters and vowels away, you can go from Cohen to Duhan, just like that. We are underway. The Phoenix Suns begin the game with the basketball. Rubio. Pass there, taken away by Denver. Harris picked up by Booker. J. Nikola Jokic, he's never made the playoffs, but upon further review, he is a special center.
Got that 5-year extension for $146 million, and I'm willing to say this, he will be one of the future centers in the game.
Here's Rubio up top. A minute gone by here in the opening quarter. Here comes the screen. Curling inside. Runner's good there.
The pro game has really come down to PNRs. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
Murray into the front court. He'll run the offense. To Millsap. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
Rubio into the front court. Down just a couple. The jumper's off the mark. Nuggets have the possession. Porter to Jokic. Sizing up the defense. Nothing going here on that drive. Jokic. To Millsap. Paul Millsap. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
And the defender's got to take note. Otherwise, that shot's going up all game long.
Into the front court. It's Booker. Trailing by 4. Oubre. They'll get it down to Booker. Scores from the post.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Murray with the basketball. 2-point advantage. Not that time. Has a chance. Almost, but no good. Gary Harris matched up with Booker. Short jumper misses. It's Phoenix ball. Rubio to Booker. Surveys the floor. Probing the defense. Booker. His first effort off the mark. To Rubio. Paul Millsap with a piece.
Just incredible timing on that swap.
Harris's shot won't go. Here's Rubio into the front court. Down 2. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
It's so difficult to block a guy like that with that kind of athleticism and length. Your timing almost has to be perfect, but pretty much there's no stopping him when he's around the rim.
Millsap. Paul Millsap. 3 for 4. Good start.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Here's Rubio up top. They trail by 2. To Booker. Add 2 points to the board.
Ooh, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Murray into the front court. Looking to make something happen. To Millsap. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket. Now the Suns coach gonna signal for a timeout as they'll make sure they're aligned here in a two-point basketball game. New blood coming in for both sides.
Substitutions, Denver.
Rubio. Can't connect from in close. Martin into the front court. The score 10-8. To Millsap. From the painted area, won't go down.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
Booker to Rubio. Here comes the screen. Mikal Bridges to Rubio. Nuggets have it. Slam dunk, Will Barton.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Suns with the basketball. And the rebound's taken by Plumlee. Wide open look, won't go.
And as a shooter, this is when you start to second guess your shot. You've had 3 wide open shots that you just can't put through the net, but still, keep hunting your shot.
Rubio into the front court. Down 6. Here comes the screen. Booker to Mikal Bridges. A pass stolen by the Nuggets. And that one out of bounds off a Nugget. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes.
For the Denver Nuggets, number 9, Jeremy.
Phoenix with it. Oh, ferocious slam inside.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Martin into the front court. 14-10 the score. Shot from in close, no good.
Hey, Switch, I got him.
Able to convert inside.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Give me stairs, it's coming, give me stairs.
Nice pass to get things going.
The assist, number 4, Paul Millsap.
20-footer at the buzzer. That ends the first quarter. The Nuggets with the lead. One quarter down. Long way to go. So, buckle up. It's wide open.
Yeah, both teams have came out. They played with great energy, and they've also done an excellent job of establishing their own tempo. They have to make sure they have to push through that and do more of that in the second quarter.
To Will Barton. And finishes strong. Good luck keeping up with that.
Did you see that jump? It was as quick as a pogo stick.
To Crawford. And the rebound belongs to Denver. Nuggets have the possession. To Will Barton. Shot clock winding down. Trying to cash in. Knocks it down. Off the step back.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Crawford to Mikal Bridges. Has a look. The shot almost on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
To Will Barton. Nothing going here on that drive. Not going down for him this time.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
To Mikal Bridges. Crawford. Pass there, taken away by Denver.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Deep left corner. And the nice finish at the rim. Now a whistle. We'll get a timeout from Phoenix as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor.
Entering the game for Denver, number 24, Mason.
He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Knocks down the first. Able to convert on both free throws. Denver's got it. A pass stolen by Phoenix. Crawford. Had a good look there, but it's no good. Murray with it. It's an 8-point lead. Down low Plumlee. Ah, rocking the rim.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start dragging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
Nice pass to set things up.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Here comes the screen. To Mikal Bridges. Nothing going here on that drive. Rebound taken in by the Nuggets. Martin into the front court. It's a 9-point lead. Oh, the Suns come up with the steal. To Crawford. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Sometimes you hear people give all these fancy breakdowns, tell you all these different things they can do. That was just plain old simple bully basketball. Muscled his way through the lane.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Jokic. Down low for Harris. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Here comes the screen. Aaron Baines powers it through.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Nuggets with the basketball. Jokic to Will Barton. Down low for Harris. Easy path to the rim.
For a smaller player, you have to be more creative with your imagination when you finish with those shots around the rim. For the audience, that may look difficult, but for the player himself, that's what they practice every single day.
Screen coming. Look out, Devin Booker. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
When the ball is in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Here we go. I got ball. I got ball.
To Millsap.
Come on, you gotta work around the
Harris,
screen. You
guarded
killing
by
me.
Devin Booker. To Jokic. Beyond the arc for 3. Wow, look at slam dunk. Paul Millsap on the follow.
Ed, let's play a little game. Fact or fiction. You ready?
Let's do it.
Here we go. Paul Millsap is one of the best offensive rebounders in NCAA history. He's the only player to have captured 3 Division I rebounding titles. What do you think?
I'm going to say, before I can phone a friend, fact.
Well done, my friend. Impressive.
Paul Millsap out of Louisiana Tech, just like the mailman. Fires the 3. Shot clock violation. We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
Subbing in for Denver, number 27, Jamal Murray.
Jamal Murray. Tough shot. He hits.
Look, that shot was going up regardless of what the defender was trying to do. That's called a heat check.
Here's Rubio into the front court. Down a dozen. Scores from the post.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
It's Denver's ball. Corner three at the buzzer. Time expires to end the first half. The Nuggets in front.
Thanks, Ed. The Nuggets are feeling comfortable at the halfway mark. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking. These are the guys getting buckets for the Denver Nuggets. The Suns are down at halftime and in need of some momentum. They've got the break to figure some things out. And trust me, they've got a few things to figure out. Still, it's not like they're totally out of this game. These are the guys getting buckets for the Phoenix Suns.
Game track. Bench points.
The Phoenix Suns were not given a chance to relax in that opening half. Even when the starters were on the bench, the reserves were maintaining the lead and earning their playing time.
Player of the half.
Paul Millsap is up in the air swatting shots. When he's not doing that, he's down on the floor making steals. Who wouldn't be impressed by a first half like that?
Who was cold?
Forget cold. This guy will be happy to be lukewarm at this point. He can't seem to get anything going.
Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
Murray into the front court. His team leads it by 10. To Porter.
Hey, watch this screen left.
Here comes the screen.
Hands up, back door, back door, back door, back door.
Short jumper stays out.
This team is collectively feeding off their negative energy so far in the second half. Everybody is mad. Everybody is frustrated. Nobody's decided to take the torch and say, hey, look, follow my lead.
To Jokic. Here comes the screen. To Jokic. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Well defended. Phoenix has the ball. Rubio. To Kelly Oubre. Probing the defense. Devin Booker. This guy can beat anyone straight up. Devin Booker, good closeout, still knocks it down.
As a defender, you should take it personally when a contested three goes in. That's good defense, but it's not good enough.
A pass stolen by Phoenix.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Jokic. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Jamal Murray. That's off the side of the rim, no good.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Booker with it. The margin standing now at 7. DeAndre Ayton. To Rubio. Oh, pass stolen by the Nuggets. Has a chance. The shot by Murray, no good.
Remember that old saying, let sleeping dogs lie? I wouldn't trash talk to this guy right now. I wouldn't want to do anything to ignite him or really instigate him to start attacking more.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket. Now the Nuggets signaling for timeout. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in.
That's me. I got ball.
Barton to Millsap. Able to convert inside.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
DeAndre Ayton to Booker. To Rubio. For 3, and knocks it down. Jay, for the defender, tough to gamble once the ball's behind the arc.
Well, I like what you're doing right now. It looks like you're running some DHOs into PNRs. That's dribble handoffs into pick and rolls. You keep running that action, you're constantly going to keep the defense guessing.
The shot no good on the drive by Jokic. Oubre to Booker. Baseline drive. Gets to the basket, but it's no good.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like his mere presence in the paint was enough to make the offensive player miss the shot before he even got off the ground.
Suns control the possession. Booker. To Kelly Oubre. Curling inside. And hits off a killer step back.
Oh, he buckled his knees so bad, it didn't matter if he scored or not. That's a win for the internet.
I got ball.
To Millsap.
Match up.
I got him. Here we
Barton.
go. Here we go.
4-3. Drains it.
Great shot by the offense, but the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3.
Now a whistle and a timeout for Phoenix as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Oh, he had it. Martin into the front court. His team up by 7. Right down Broadway for the 2. Defender has to pick him up.
It's so difficult to block a guy like that with that kind of athleticism and length. Your timing almost has to be perfect, but pretty much there's no stopping him when he's around the rim.
Jeremy Grant sends it away.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
No good. Another follow. No good. Jeremy Grant swats it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Booker. Jeremy Grant tips it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Denver ball right now. Barton. Takes stock of the floor. And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for 2.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Misses the first.
Number 32, Jamal Crawford. And number 8, Frank Kaminsky.
Missed the second. 0 for 2. To Crawford. Plumlee's there for the rebound. Martin into the front court. The lead stands at 9. Here comes the screen. Trying to cash in. Knocks it down. Off the step back.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
It's Suns ball. To Mikal Bridges. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Deep 3 at the buzzer. That misses with a second to go. There's the buzzer. 3 quarters complete. The Nuggets enjoying a nice cushion. It'll be Suns basketball as we begin the 4th quarter. And I think the best way to describe where they stand right now is they're down, but they're not out.
It's a game we used to play in the league all the time. It's called a series of stops. That means get 3 stops in a row. Each game is a game within the game. You get 3 stops in a row, and then another 3 stops in a row, you're right back in this ball game.
To Rubio. Fires the 3. Won't go down. Murray with the basketball. The lead is 11. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Here's Rubio up top. Looking to make something happen. Here comes the screen. The screen sets him up for 2.
Oh, don't see the read, be the read.
Murray into the front court. It's an 11-point game. To Porter. to Will Barton. Here's a chance from long range. Heat check needed. When Will Barton gets going, look out.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those three things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
Has a look.
Make the next one.
Shot for Plumlee. He missed it.
See, the defender did a really good job. He stayed down. He didn't go and bite for all the head fakes. He waited until the last second to contest that shot. Way to know the scouting report.
Rubio to Mikal Bridges. From long range. Oh, who saw that coming?
Oh, okay. I don't see any more phantom screens like I did in the first half. I actually see people being hit, which opens up three-point shooters to operate off those screens. It's all coming together.
Changes coming from both sides right now.
I got ball.
Harris matched up with Booker. To Porter. Scores from the post.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Rubio into the front court. The deficit now up to 13. Here comes the screen. Curling inside. Jamal Murray. Huge block. Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
DeAndre Ayton at the line. First one, count it.
Number 36, Dario Saric.
Goes 2 for 2 at the line.
Good shot.
Nuggets have the possession. Jokic matched up with Kelly Oubre Jr. Sizing up the defense. Jamal Murray up against Oubre. Michael Porter Jr. above the rim.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Porter. Jamal Murray. He engulfed him that time.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Nuggets have the possession. To Jokic. Surveys the floor. Drive by Murray, but he can't finish. DeAndre Ayton. Jamal Crawford. Small sample size, but making the most of it. He's 1 for 2.
And when the ball gets the defense rotating from side to side, you're bound to find opportunities for each other.
To Jokic. And buries it. Jay, they'll take that any day.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Crawford to Booker. To Crawford. The Suns with 4 to shoot. 24-second violation. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Jokic to Millsap. And strokes it.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
To Will Barton. Nikola Jokic, 4 out of 7.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Martin into the front court. The lead is 15. Jokic to Will Barton. No, the Suns come up with the steal.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Cash is in for 2.
The defense needs to be in more of a stance and react better. A player with that kind of NBA talent level will get to the rim every time with moves like that.
Denver's got it. Barton. Here's Rubio into the front court. His guys trail by 13. To Booker. Oubre to Booker. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. He climbed the ladder on that one.
Well, the question is, how big is the ladder? He's still climbing.
It's the Nuggets who come away victorious as they win this one handily. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
The Nuggets came away with the victory in this one. Sometimes a team can hurt itself by being too aggressive on defense. And sometimes a team can guarantee itself a win by using defensive aggression in a focused way, like we saw here today. Check out the leading scores for the Denver Nuggets. The Suns put up a fight, but didn't get their hands raised at the end. And even though some of them smiled and shook hands with the other guys after the game, you could tell by the way they headed to the tunnels how disappointed they were about this loss. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Phoenix Suns.
Game track. Second chance points.
The Denver Nuggets
Looked very impressive today, especially when it came to capitalizing on their own missed shots. The way they kept extending possessions wore out the D and earned them the win.
Player of the game.
Barton gets the award for the most obvious reason, and that's his scoring output. He couldn't be stopped, and it was incredible to watch.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in this game. Time now for the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
Here's a view of the upcoming games for the Denver Nuggets. That does it for us. On behalf of the rest of the crew, good night.